له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد واهتدى ومن يعص الله ورسوله فقد ضل وغوى اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واعبد ربك حتى يأتيك اليقين. My dear brothers and sisters, our whole life is all about learning, about making good habits and forming good attitude. This is the whole life. We learn in all stages of our life. This is a lifelong process of learning, of changing our behavior or improving our behavior. But there is a special time, that is the childhood, adulthood. So this is the time when children are in their teen ages. So this is the prime time, the best time to learn and to adopt good attitude, good habits, to form good habits. Just like a green branch of tree is easily we can mold. So this is the time they can change themselves, they can learn some good habits. And because afterward it becomes very hard. So this is the best time for children to get good habits of eating, good habits of sleeping, good habits of speaking and talking to others, and how to behave others. And there are so many good habits that we and our children need to learn. But as a Muslim, we have the best example of Sahaba, the companion of the Prophet ﷺ. Some of them, rather most of them, they were youngsters. And some of them, they were children. Some of them were less than 10 ages, some more than 10 ages. So they were teenagers. So they have the best, we have the best example, role model in these youngster Sahaba. Look at the story of Anas ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala, he was 10 years old when our beloved Prophet sallam, he migrated to Medina. He was 10 years old. And his mother brought him to the Prophet sallam and said, O Allah's Messenger sallam, the Ansar, the Sahaba, or the helpers of Medina, they have given you gifts. Everyone, every Ansari Sahabi, he has given you some gift. I have nothing to offer except my this son, Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu. So please accept him, khawaidimu. He will serve you. He will stay with you and he will serve you. So the Prophet ﷺ, he accepted him as his servant. And he treated him nicely. And he said that, Wallahi, I served the Prophet ﷺ for 10 years. He never rebuked me. He never shouted on me. And he was so impressed by the personality of our Prophet ﷺ that he used to copy the Prophet in every action. He used to follow the commandments, every commandment. On his first day, the Prophet ﷺ commanded him, O Anas, if you want to be a pure Muslim and muttaqi, don't disclose my secret to anyone. So he became strict to his command. Even no one could manage carry out the command of my Prophet. There is a special task. And she asked, what is the task? What is the duty? He said, this is secret of my Prophet Sallallahu. And she said, okay, don't disclose the secret of your Prophet Sallallahu. So this was the personality of Anas ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala. And he loved the Prophet. He loved to eat like the Prophet Sallallahu. He loved to drink like the Prophet Sallallahu. And he loved to worship and do ibadah like that of Prophet Sallallahu. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala said that Wallahi ma ra'aytu ahadan ashbaha salatan bi Rasul sallam min ibn Sulaym, yani Anas ibn Malik. Wallah, I never saw anyone who prays and whose prayer is very close to the Prophet sallam more than Anas ibn Malik. He used to worship similar to the Prophet sallam. Long standing, long qiyam, long ruku. And he said that, Wallahi ma masastu harira wala khazan qattu bi'alyana min kaffi Rasulullah sallallahu. Wallah, I never felt any brocade, any silk softer than the hand of Prophet sallallahu. He was so impressed that it was his luck. He was so lucky to stay for 10 years with the Prophet. And that was the reason that once Sabit al-Bunani, rahimahullah, the famous tabi'i, he was also the student of Anas ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala. He once came to him and he asked him a question. And he said, Oh Anas, hal ra'at aynaka Rasulullah sallallahu? Did your eyes see the Prophet sallallahu? He said, Na'am. He said, فَقَبَّلْتُهُمَا. So I kissed the eyes of Anas ibn Malik. But what a great eyes, lucky eyes, who visited and who saw the Prophet sallallahu. Wallahi man tamassa an-nar man ra'ani aw ra'a man ra'ani. The eyes who visited and who saw the Prophet, they can never go to the hellfire. So he kissed the eyes of Anas ibn Malik. And again he asked, هل مشت رجلاك في حوائج رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم? Did your legs walk to carry out the commands of Prophet sallallahu? Did you walk to obey the commandment of Prophet sallallahu? He said, no. فَقَبَّلْتُهُ. I said that I again kissed his legs. They are the lucky legs who walk to carry out the commandment of Prophet sallallahu. Again he asked, then did your hand pour the water on the Prophet sallallahu for wudu? He said, no. He said, فَقَبَّلْتُهُ. I kissed his hand. Because Anas ibn Malik, he used to pour the water for the Prophet to do wudu. So he was a child. And he tried to follow the Prophet in every action of his life. Especially his prayer, long qiyam, a child. So our children, they must learn at this stage. Pray like that of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Pray on the exact time without delay. Mostly our children, they don't care about the timing. The Prophet said that when he was asked, Ayyul amali ahabbu ila Allah. What deed that Allah loves most? He said, As-salatu li waqtiha. To offer prayer on their due time, on their exact time, without any delay. So at this stage, we should make our habit not to miss any prayer. Offer 5 daily prayers on the exact and due times. We shouldn't start our daily activity without offering Fajr prayer. We should make this routine. Never go out of home, never go to any other job except offering Fajr prayer. And we should never go to our bed except after offering Isha prayer. We should make this routine, make this habit. We should never miss Isha prayer. There are no other prayers. And also we should make the routine to stand for Qiyamul Layl. Even for 2 nawafil, even for 4 nawafil. Just like Abdullah bin Umar, radiallahu ta'ala, he said that the people, the Sahaba, they used to ask the Prophet ﷺ regarding their dreams. Whenever someone saw a dream, he used to consult the Prophet. And he said, I used to wish to see a dream and to discuss with Prophet. And he said that once I slept and I said, in kunta fika khayr la ra'ayta misla ma yara an-nas. If you have some good in you, you will also see some good dream. So he said, during sleep I saw a horrible dream. So I was so terrified that I couldn't narrate this dream to Prophet. I narrated it to my sister, Sayyida Hafsa radiallahu ta'ala. What was the reason? He said that I saw that I was asleep, two men came to me and they took me on the bed of the hellfire. I saw some people burning into the hellfire. So I was terrified. The hellfire was in front of me. People were burning into the hellfire. So an angel came to me and said, don't be scared of Abdullah. Don't be scared of Abdullah. So this was the dream. So he said, I was so scared that I couldn't tell this dream to the Prophet. So he told to Hafsa radiallahu ta'ala, his own sister. So she told the Prophet, and the Prophet said, نِعْمَ الرَّجُلُ عَبْدُ اللَّهِ لَوْ قَامَ مِنَ اللَّيْلِ. So Abdullah is the best person if only he stays at night, if only he make a routine to offer Qiyamul Layl. And he said, Wallahi, after that I never missed Qiyamul Layl, the whole of my life. He made this routine. He was a child. He was also a child. He said, afterward I never missed Qiyamul Layl, the whole of my life. So my dear brothers and our children, they should learn from Sahaba, the companion, to pray with tranquility, with khushu, with concentration, with full concentration, like Prophet Sallallahu. We should develop this routine, develop this habit. And also to offer Qiyamul Layl, even though two Nawafil, and recite. We should develop the habit of memorization of Quran, to memorize half page, one verse every day. This is the best habit. Best habit we need to develop to memorize Quran, even though we memorize one ayah, one verse, two verses every day. And also to make the habit of doing the adhkar al-sabah, adhkar al-masa, the adhkar that we are meant to do after Fajr prayer, after Maghrib prayer. We should make this routine. We should choose some of the best adhkar and we should make a routine. We should never leave our prayer mat until we finish all of our daily adhkar. This is the best adah, best habit. Ali al-Murtada radiallahu ta'ala, he was also a child. Grew up in the house of the Prophet Sallallahu. He grew up in the house of Prophet Sallallahu. So he said, when I was married, so his wife, the daughter of Prophet Sallallahu, Sayyida Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha, Sayyida Nisa'i Ahli Jannah. So she complained of the suffering, that she suffered because of hand meat. Her hand was torn up, her hand was so injured. So once she complained. So in that time, some captives, some slaves came to the Prophet ﷺ, and she went to his father, Prophet ﷺ, to ask for one slave to help in the household activities, household work. So when she reached there, the Prophet ﷺ was not there. So she told the purpose of his visit to the mother of the believer, Sayyida Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha. And she came back. Afterward, the Sayyida Aisha, she told the purpose of Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha's visit to the Prophet. So Prophet without any delay, he went to their home. And Ali radiallahu ta'ala said that we were on our bed, and Prophet he came to our home, and I tried to stand there, no, stay there. And he stood between us. And at that he said, أَلَا أُعَلِّمُكُمَا خَيْرًا مِمَّا سَأَلْتُمَانِي. Shall I not teach you some words which are better than you have asked for? They had demanded for a slave. Shall I not teach you some words that are better than a slave, better than a servant? When you go to your bed, say 34 times Allah Akbar, 33 times Subhanallah, 33 times Alhamdulillah, 33 times Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, and 34 times Allah And then he said, هَذِي خَيْرٌ لَكُمَا مِنْ خَالٍ. This is better for you than a servant. So Ali al-Murtad said that, Wallahi, after that time, I never missed these tasbihat at night. Never. The whole of my life. And his student, he asked, Wala ila Siffin, even you did not miss on the night of Siffin when there was a battle and fighting the whole of night? He said, Wala ila Siffin, Wallah, even the night of Siffin, I did not miss these tasbihat. So this is our time. If we make some routine, some habit now, it will be very easy for us to carry out the whole of our life. And we must stick to these habits. The bad habit of reciting Quran, the habit of doing adhkar, sleep, especially how to sleep, what are the sunnah to sleep, making wudu and reading dua, sabah, dua, masa. These are the best habits. And my brother Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he was also a child. Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he says, once, the hadith in Sahih Muslim, once we were praying behind the Prophet sallam, a man came, and when he started his prayer, he said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar kabira, walhamdulillahi kathira, wa subhanallahi bukratan wa asila. And dua was istiftah, the starting dua. We, our children, they know only one dua. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabaraka ismuka wa ta'ala jadduka. They don't know any other dua. There are so many dua. The best dua, Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khata'i. Our children must know. They must memorize the dua. Abdullah bin Umar, a child, he said that he read this dua as dua al-istiftah. Allahu Akbar kabira walhamdulillahi kathira wa subhanallahi bukratan wa asila. And when the Prophet he finished the prayer, he said, Man qa'ilul kalimati kada wa kada. Who said these words in prayer? So he said, I said. He said, Ajibtu laha. I am shocked, I am surprised. Because futihat laha abwabus sama. For these words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened all the doors of heavens. All the doors of heaven were opened for these words. Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhu said, Wallahi, after that I never missed these words in my prayer. We should learn best dua, best form of adhkar, the best words. That futihat laha abwabus sama. And you know the story of Ambasa bin Abi Sufyan radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, the son of Abu Sufyan, Ambasa. He was also a child. His sister, the mother of the believer, Habiba radiallahu ta'ala anha, Habiba bin Abi Sufyan radiallahu ta'ala anha. So she told him a hadith. She said, I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu say, Man sallat natay ashrata rak'atan fi yawmin wa layla, buniya lahu baytun fil jannah. Hadith is Sahih Muslim. Every person, he who offers 12 rak'at in each day and night, 12 rak'at in each day and night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala builds for him a beautiful house in paradise. How easy is to get a house in paradise? To make a routine to offer 12 rak'at in each day and night. So what are these rak'at? The sunnah muakkada. 2 rak'at before Fajr prayer, 4 rak'at before Zuhr prayer, and 2 after Zuhr prayer, and 2 rak'at after Maghrib prayer, and 2 rak'at after Isha prayer. These are the 12 rak'at. These are called sunnah muakkada, the stress, confirmed sunnah. So he who offers 12 rak'at in each day and night, buniya lahu baytun fil jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala builds a house for him in paradise. And Habiba radiallahu ta'ala, when she narrated this hadith to her brother Ambasa bin Abi Sufyan, she said, Wallahi ma taraktuhunna mundu sami'tuhunna min Rasulillahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wallah, I never missed these 12 rak'at from the day I heard it from Allah. I never missed these 12 rak'at. And this Ambasa, when he was in the last time of his life, very old, and and in last sickness that he died in, It was very hard for him to stand up. He asked someone, his students, Amr bin Aus, his son, his student, he said, please help me, I want to offer these rak'ahs. What is the special for these rak'ahs? He said, my sister, Habiba radiallahu ta'ala anha, she narrated to me this hadith. He offers 12 rak'ahs each day and night. Allah built a house for him. So wallahi ma taraktuhunna mundu sami'tuhunna. I never missed these 12 rak'ahs from the day I heard it from my sister. I never missed. I don't want to miss now. And his student, Amr bin Aus, and he also says that wallahi, I never missed these 12 rak'ahs from the day I heard it from Ambasa. And Amr's student, his name is Nu'man ibn Salim, rahimahullah. He said that wallahi, ma taraktuhunna mun sami'tuhunna min Amr ibn Aus. Wallah, from the day I heard this hadith from Amr, I never missed these 12 rak'ahs. These are the best habits. We should form some best habits. Maybe they become the means of our salvation on the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq to follow them. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. آج یہ خطبہ جمعہ کا خلاصہ یہ ہے کہ انسان اس دنیا کی زندگی میں بہت سی باتیں سیکھتا ہے، بہت سی اچھی عادات کو اختیار کرتا ہے اور بہت سی بری عادات سے چھٹکارا پانے کی کوشش کرتا ہے. یہ زندگی کا یہ امتحان ہے اور یہ زندگی کا ایک سبق ہے جو ہم ہر روز سیکھتے ہیں. لیکن بہترین وقت یہ عادات اختیار کرنے کا جوانی کا وقت ہے، یہ بچپن کا وقت ہے. بچپن میں جو عادات اختیار کر لی جائیں، اچھی ہوں یا بری، وہ زندگی بھر ساتھ دیتی ہیں. تو سب سے بڑی خوش نصیبی کسی بچے کی یا جوان کی یہ ہے کہ وہ اس جوانی میں اچھی عادات اختیار کر لیں. جوانی میں من شاب شیبۃ فی الاسلام کانت لہ نورا یوم القیامہ. جو جوانی میں اللہ کی عبادت کرتا ہے، جو جوانی میں اب اللہ کے حکموں کو مطابق زندگی بسر کرتا ہے، یہ جوانی کے لمحات یہ بہت قیمتی ہیں. ان لمحات میں جو اللہ کے حکموں کے مطابق زندگی بسر کرتا ہے، قیامت روز اللہ تعالیٰ اسے نور کامل، نور تام عطا فرمائے. جس دن ہر ایک دعا کر رہا ہوگا ربنا اتمم لنا نورنا، اے اللہ ہمارا نور کامل فرما دے. تو اللہ ایسے نوجوانوں کو جو جوانی اللہ کے عبادت میں صرف کرتے ہیں، اللہ انہیں قیامت روز نور کامل اور اللہ تعالیٰ انہیں اپنے عرش کا سایہ عطا فرمائیں گے. عرش کا سایہ سبعۃ یظلهم اللہ فی ظلہ وشاب نشأ فی عبادت اللہ. جو جوان اپنی جوانی اللہ کی عبادت میں صرف کرتا ہے، خواہ مرد ہے خواہ عورت ہے، تو قیامت روز اللہ کے خصوصی مہمان ہوں. اور یہ عادات حاصل کرنے کا یہ بہترین زمانہ، یہ بچپن، یہ جوانی. پورے شاخ جب نرم ہوتی ہے، سبز ہوتی ہے، اسے مول کرنا بڑا آسان ہوتا ہے. اور یہ عادات ہم عادات پیدا کریں اپنے اندر کہ ہم پانچوں نمازیں بر وقت پڑھیں. یہ عادت پیدا کر لیں گے، زندگی بھر ساتھ رہے گی. اور جیسا کہ حدیث شریف میں آتا ہے مرنے کے بعد قبر میں بھی جا کر یہ عادت ساتھ رہے گی. کتنی اچھی عادت ہے کہ میں نماز مس نہیں ہونا چاہیے. بس جو مرضی ہو رہے ہیں، نماز نہ چھوٹے میری. کاروبار چھوٹتا ہے، جاب جاتی ہے، جو نماز جب نماز کا وقت ہو، رجال لا تلہیہم تجارۃ ولا بیع عن ذکر اللہ واقام الصلاۃ وایتاء الزکاۃ. ایسے خوش نصیب لوگ دنیا کا کوئی مصروفیت، کوئی کام، کوئی شغل انہیں اللہ کے ذکر سے غافل نہیں کر سکتا. یہ ہے عادت پیدا کر دی ہے. اور قبر میں بھی جا کر جیسا کہ حدیث شریف میں آتا ہے، ایسا آدمی جب قبر میں جائے گا تو اس کو یوں محسوس ہوگا جیسا کہ سورج ڈوبنے والا ہے اور عصر کی نماز ضائع ہو رہی ہے. تو کہے گا نعنی اصلی، منکر نبی سے کہے گا سوالات دعا بعد میں، پہلے مجھے نماز پڑھنے. یہ ہے عادت دنیا میں پیدا کر لی، قبر میں بھی جا کر اس کو ساتھ لیں. وہ کہیں گے نہیں اب نماز کا وقت ختم ہو گیا، اب سوال و جواب شروع ہو گیا. تو یہ عادات جوانی میں ذکر و اذکار کی، قرآن کریم کی تلاوت کی، اپنی زندگی اللہ کے حکموں کے مطابق بسر کرنے کی. کہ جو حکم سنا، جیسا کہ انس بن مالک رضی اللہ تعالیٰ عنہ، آپ نے کہا اے انس میرے راز کو کبھی فاش نہ کرنا، بس ساری زندگی نبی کا کوئی راز فاش نہیں کیا۔ ہم بھی حدیث سنیں، کوئی حکم سنیں، نبی نے یہ فرمایا، اللہ نے اپنی عادت بنا لیں کہ جو حکم سننا ہے اس کی اطاعت کر دیجیے۔ نمازوں کی، اذکار کی، تلاوت قرآن کی، ماں باپ کی فرما برداری کی، رات کے قیام کی، دعائیں پڑھنے کی، کتنی عادات ہیں جو اچھی عادات، حسن اخلاق، بڑوں سے احترام سے بولنے کی، چھوٹوں پر شفقت کرنے کی، یہ ساری ہمارا دین یہ ایٹیکٹس کا نام ہے، یہ عادات کا، یہ اخلاقیات کا نام ہے۔ پورا دین یہ اخلاق ہے۔ جس دین میں اخلاق نہیں ہے اس کی کوئی حیثیت نہیں۔ اور آپ نے کہا تھا انما بعثت لاتمم مکارم الاخلاق، میں تو اخلاقیات کی تعلیم عام کرنے اور اس کو کامل کرنے کے لیے ہے۔ اللہ تعالیٰ ہمیں صحیح بات سننے کی توفیق عطا فرمائے۔ اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى، اللهم زينا بزينة الإيمان واجعلنا هداة مهتدين، اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين، اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين، اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين، اللهم إنا نسألك الصحة والعفة والعفاف والغنى، اللهم اقض حاجاتنا وحاجات المسلمين، اللهم فارج الهم كاشف الغم مجيب دعوة المضطرين، رحمن الدنيا والآخرة ورحيمهما، أنت ترحمنا فارحمنا برحمة تغننا بها عن رحمة من سواك، ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما، اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم دمر أعداء الدين، اللهم توفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين، سبحان ربك رب العزة